One thing that we recommend all referees do, regardless of their proficiency, is to use slow motion video in a practice session to verify whether a call made on any particular shot is accurate. In our opinion, anything short of this will not confirm how competent a referee is. It's important to note that the time period a fault occurs is just fractions of a second. Even the best-sighted person can't see anything that occurs over such a short period of time. This video segment addresses how to use an iPhone to shoot slow-motion video. Other smartphones, including Android phones, do have apps that can create slow-motion video. The technology will only get better and cheaper for all types of smartphones. In the first part of this segment, we show the internal capability of the iPhone 6 Plus and the newer iPhone 6s Plus. That is, doing slow motion video without any specific app. After that, we show a free app called Slow Pro that can be used on any iPhone 4S and newer. This is the iPhone 6 Plus. And what I'm about to tell you also applies to the newer iPhone 6s Plus. This particular smartphone has the capability of doing slow motion videography. Here's the camera icon, which comes with all iPhones. So we're going to hit the camera icon, and here you can scroll to the slow motion part. So now this is set for 240 frames per second. You can adjust the exact settings, whether you want 120 frames per second or 240 frames per second in your settings. So let's assume you are able to get and set your slow motion to 240 frames per second. I'm just going to do a quick video and just wave my fingers in front of the camera just so you can see something fast that'll be slowed down. So we hit the record button, and I'm just going to quickly do this, hit stop, and right here, this little thumbnail is the video that we just did. So when I hit play, it's going to create this little time slider here, and you can put your index finger or any finger on this and simply go back and forth and stop at any section. Here you can see how it works for Croquet, a hampered shot in this instance. Notice how I can use my index finger on the timeline. This shows no fault occurred. The likely fault here would have been a double tap or a beveled edge fault. We're now going to see how the free app Slow Pro works. You can see the Slow Pro icon in the lower left part of the iPhone display. Rather than talk over this demonstration, I want you to feel free to pause at any little step where you see me hit one little button or icon and then do something else. I want you to be able just to memorize the steps used in this app. Now let's watch Slow Pro in a Croquet example. Please don't hesitate to pause at any stage just to see what I've done to get to each step. In the first example, there was no fault. In the second example, there was a double tap fault. You can see that SlowPro has some similarities to the first method we saw with the iPhone 6 Plus and the iPhone 6s Plus. You have your finger on the time slider and you can just cue up the particular area you're trying to see. That is where a fault might have occurred. What I recommend is reviewing this video, watch it several times, and just practice how to use this app or how to use the internal capability of the iPhone 6 Plus or iPhone 6s Plus. You'll find this a very worthwhile endeavor and really will help you understand about your refereeing capability.